ladies and gentlemen. Something on my mind this beautiful afternoon up here in Maryland. Gun control. That's what's on my mind. So, I'm going to talk about gun control real quick. Now, you had this horrible shooting in California in the bar. The guy that did the killing was a veteran. They said that he had PTSD, but PTSD don't make you go out there and murder innocent people. Okay, trauma from the war don't make you go out there and just murder people out of the blues. And this bastard knew the people, some of the people he killed. He was socializing with them before it happened. And then bam, he just started killing. Come back and shut up the place. Right? Now the reason why I'm talking about this is because I was watching the video of the shooting, right? And I shake my head. I was like, man, that is evil. Because you hear the gunshots. And every shot was a life. You know? Yeah, it's terrible. But anyway, about gun control. Now every time something like this happens, you hear the usual suspects out there screaming about, oh, we need to have more gun control, we gotta have more gun laws and all that. But let me tell you something. Gun control will not stop evil. Because even if you have the most strenuous, toughest gun control in the world, the criminals is gonna buy his weapons on the black market. And the only people that's gonna get affected by gun laws is the law-abiding citizen. He'll be the one that's sitting somewhere out in public unarmed, and some murderer comes in there and just start killing people like they ducks in a barrel. And then you cannot defend yourself because you don't have no weapon. And then, what makes it worse, they got a big old sign outside. Gun-free zone. Now how stupid is that? So, you're already telling the criminal with a big old sign saying gun-free zone that this area where he's about to go into, nobody got guns. And criminals love to be in a place where they could dominate and no one could stop them. And the only time the killing stops is either law enforcement get involved, and by the time that happens, most times it's too late. 10, 20, 30, 50 people are laying there dead by the time law enforcement show up. So, using my common sense, in my brain, I'm going, well, the first line of defense is the civilians. They're the ones that's always sitting there by themselves. The cops is not around all the time, right? So, who needs to have the weapon? Police? Of course, they need weapons, because that's their job. They have to have weapons to implement the law. But other than that, who needs the weapon at that point? Who is the person to confront the killer? Most times it's a civilian. And if the civilian has nothing to stop the killer, they will wind up being the victims. And it happens every single time. And as soon as it happens, you hear the usual suspects, oh, we need to have new gun laws. Listen, I hate to tell you this, but you can't regulate evil. Evil is always going to be with us, no matter what laws you pass or what you do. In my little mind, what I'm thinking is the only way you could stop evil is be prepared to defeat it. In other words, be prepared. Have a weapon. Have something to stop the evil. You hear this all the time from people. This is not going to happen in my neighborhood, right? Look, man, evil could happen anytime, any place, anywhere. But the innocent victims have to be able to defend themselves. That's where weapons come in. Every law-abiding citizen in this country who can handle a weapon should have one. Just like most people out there have driver's licenses. When you sit behind the wheel of a vehicle, that's a killing machine. You can use that to kill people. You don't just need a gun alone to kill people, right? So just like you have licensed drivers out there with a driver's license, you go through the training to get your license, driver's ed or whatever, go to driving school, and you train, and then you go take your test to get your license. They should do the same thing with weapons. You know, you go to school, a shooting range, you get a certificate of training, then you go through a background check, then they give you the weapon. Now, that's still not going to stop evil, but at least it'll put you in a position where you can defend yourself against evil. You get my point? I'm not the smartest tool in the shed, but I got common sense. Because I remember when I was growing up, my dad used to always tell me this. Use your common sense. Use your common sense. I mean, I dream about using common sense. My dad used to always drill that into our heads. Use your common sense. When he see you doing something stupid, he grab you and say, boy, use your common sense. You know what you're doing is stupid, right? And he used to always tell me that, and I grew up that way, using my common sense. You know what I'm saying? So you're looking at something. If you're going to pass gun laws that make sense. But don't pass gun laws that punish the law-abiding people from carrying guns. Criminals don't give a damn about gun laws, okay? If somebody want to go out there and do evil, they'll use any means necessary to do it. They'll use a car, a sword, machetes, knives, bombs, whatever. And you hear some ignorant people go, well, if you got gun control, you got gun laws, then if somebody uses a knife to kill people, they're not going to kill so many people like a gun could. There goes your common sense again. Look, one life is as valuable as 10 lives. One life holds value as much as 10, 20, 30 lives. I don't care how many people can get killed with a knife or a gun. One is a lot. One victim is a lot. One life has value as 10 lives. Okay? And then you hear politicians and the suspect, local suspects, meaning the people that's always coming out against guns. First thing they say is, control guns. Right? You hear them talking about all this stuff about, oh, well, we need to do this and me. Look, man, I'm going to tell you again, you cannot legislate evil. Evil will show up anytime, any place, anywhere. The only way to stop evil is being ready to defend yourself against it. That's it. Plain and simple. That's it. Guns is out of the box. Pandora's box got opened when they created the first firearm. You can't put it back. You can't put that genie back in the bottle. Okay? So being as you can't put the genie back in the bottle, you have to figure out how to work with the genie. You know what I'm saying? In ways to save lives. But you cannot regulate evil. Don't even waste your time. But like I said, with the driver's licenses and stuff, people should go to school, train, get a certificate from a shooting range, go do a background check and get yourself a damn gun. You know, I got weapons. I can carry guns in 33 states. The government ain't got to worry about me. I went through the background check, and I ain't planning on snapping anytime ever and shoot no innocent people. No way. My guns is for at the shooting range and to protect the family at home and myself, if need be. And also, owning a gun, you have responsibilities. You can't just go around thinking you can just shoot somebody because you got a license to kill. It doesn't work that way. You got to use common sense, and you got to use good judgment to use a weapon, or know when it's necessary to use a weapon. And another thing about you having a licensed gun, you can't use your gun in an argument or in a fight. If you're thinking of doing that, you shouldn't have a gun. If you got a bad temper, you shouldn't have a gun. Because you're the kind of cat that will go out and be pissed at somebody and want to go for your gun to shoot them. No, that ain't why you have a gun. If that's how you thinking, then you shouldn't have one. For me, using a gun is almost like using nuclear weapons. It has to be your last thing that you have to use to defend yourself. Not the first, the last. You know, you hear a lot of situations and shootings and stuff like that, right? Or self-defense shooting. The dude pulled out a knife, and the guy had a gun. He pulled out his gun and blew his brains out, right? Now, I don't want to kill nobody. I don't want to have that on my conscience, unless it's a self-defense situation. But you standing in front of a guy, he's 10 feet away. You got a 45 caliber weapon, right? The dude is 10 feet away with a knife trying to threaten you. You put out your gun, you say, hey, back the hell up. Right? And he's still coming. You could drop that son of a bitch without killing him. Shoot from the balls down. I mean, well, like, you could shoot him in the leg, you could shoot him, you know, in places where he can't get to you. You shoot somebody in the leg with a 45 caliber, he ain't walking. He gonna be dragged on the ground. Like the Terminator, in the movie Terminator, you remember when half of his body was gone, he was still trying to get Sarah Connor? Yeah, you'd be like that. So then you're useless at that point. So then you don't gotta put a bullet in the person's head after that point, right? It makes no sense. Now there was a guy out there, I forgot what state it was, but let me give you an example of bad judgment when you have a firearm. Yes, the man was legally licensed to carry a firearm, but he had bad judgment. Let me tell you what this fool did. He was a pharmacist at a drugstore. The drugstore keep getting robbed. So he had a gun that day. 2 robbers came in the drugstore. Okay? Listen to what this clown did. He was justified to a point, right? Of what he did to a point. But then he got carried away. Okay, so he shoots one of the suspects. So the guy's down. He got the gun from him. So now this dude, right, is not a threat anymore. Okay? Because what you're trying to do is eliminate the threat. That's what's in your mind when you have a licensed firearm and you're in a situation. The first thing in your mind is to eliminate the threat anywhere necessary, but in a safe manner, without killing innocent people, because that's another thing too. You start blazing away, you're going to shoot innocent people, especially in public. So you got to have good judgment. Okay. So this dude now, the other guy ran out the store. The owner runs after the guy. He gets away. Okay, so he gone. Hear what this fool did. He comes back into the store, walks up to the guy that's laying there wounded, and put a bullet in his head. After the fact now. Guess what happened to this fool? He went to jail for murder. Because at that point, that is murder. Because first, you already eliminate the threat. Right? When you shot him the first time, you disarmed him, and you ran after the other guy. Right? You already eliminated the threat, so he's no longer a threat. So you don't come back 5 minutes later and put a bullet in a man's head. That's bad judgment right there. This dude should have never had a weapon. That's what I'm talking about. The wrong people having guns. You gotta use right judgment. And a lot of my friends have guns, and I can trust them. They got good judgment. That's what it is, good judgment. But anyway, with gun control, like back to my point, is gun control will not stop evil from happening. If they don't have a gun, they'll use a knife, a sword, a bomb, a doggone spoon if they get desperate. Right? Okay? A hammer, a baseball bat. I mean, there's so many weapons out there you can use to kill. And don't come at me with this, well, a baseball bat can probably only kill one person at a time. One person is as valuable as 10 people, 20 people, whatever amount of lives. One life is that important. They're all important. All lives is important. Get my point? So the best thing for us to do is prepare ourselves to stop evil. Have reasonable, responsible people with good judgment could have firearms. Yep. But you got some people out there who feel stupid. Here's another story real quick before I go. There was a guy, he had a bunch of weapons. High-powered rifles and stuff, because he was into hunting, sports shooting and shooting range and stuff, outdoors, right? So he decided to get rid of some of his weapons. So he and his 12-year-old son was going down to sell his guns. Now, the mistake this gun owner made was he had loaded guns with him. Now, if I'm going to sell some of my guns, I want to make sure I just take out disarm the weapon, empty the weapon, take out whatever bullets, clear the chamber, all that stuff, right before I settle my guns. This dude had a loaded rifle, and while he was loading the guns into the car, the gun went off and threw his son from the middle seat to the passenger seat. That's a high-powered rifle, killing him instantly. Careless. Careless. You cannot ignore safety when you have a gun. I ain't telling people what to do with a gun. I'm just saying. Because I almost shot myself too one time. And I was supposed to be safe. Good thing is, one thing I was doing that saved my life was I was holding the gun and pointing in the proper directions, down to the ground. So when it went off, I didn't kill myself. But it happened to me. Shit. And it scared the crap out of me that day. I used to always sleep with my gun below my pillow. And before I go to bed, because you're outside, I mean, you know, you're rolling on. Before I go to bed, I would put a bullet in the chamber, and then I put the safety on, put the gun below my pillow, right? And every morning I wake up, the first thing I'll do is clear the chamber, take the clip out, clear the chamber, and put the gun away, right? That morning, instead of me clearing let me tell you why. When I clear the chamber, what I would do is I would drop the clip, and then I'll cock the gun, and then the bullet will come out. Semi-automatic pistol, right? That morning, I dropped the clip, but didn't pump. Didn't cock it, so the bullet would come out. And then whenever I do that, what I would do is clear it by pulling the trigger, right? That morning, I didn't cock it so the bullet could pop out, because I would drop the clip, then cock it, then the bullet will come out. The bullet in the chamber will come out. That morning, I dropped the clip, and I did not cock it to get the bullet out. And then point it down to the ground, pull the trigger, and I heard, boom! I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God! I was like, wow. That one incident, I could have taken my own life. Because I let my guard down that one time. I learned from that, though. That never happened to me. Anyway, I'm out of here. Enough ranting and raving. It's been 17 and a half minutes. Wow, that's a long time. I don't think they'll even post this on Facebook. Y'all have a good day. Have a great weekend. Y'all stay safe out there.